All right, on Controversies of today, of the day, with Logan and Jay, your buddies here, your pals, your favorite dirty white boys. We got, of course, the horrible thing in Baltimore, the bridge collapse.
Yeah.
Trump, a lot of legal fare, like the word warfare. It's like a lot of legal fare going against him, but maybe a little bit of a Trump win coming up. Then there's this dude, I don't know, he got big in the 90s and he's still big. I don't know, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, I don't know what the hell his name is. Maybe it's Predator Diddy. We'll talk a little bit about him. Also, what's going on at Daily Wire? All this drama. What the heck was wrong with these people? I don't know. We'll get to all that. Maybe to Ronna McDaniel. They don't want you. They don't need you. We'll talk maybe a little April 8th, solar eclipse, maybe if we got time. Marco Rubio, VP? No way, Jose. Anyway, let's get into Baltimore. Now, you lived out there for a while, huh?
Yeah, for a little bit.
And you actually were on that bridge before?
Yeah, we've crossed the bridge.
Oh, man.
Back and forth different parts.
Wow, that's some horrible stuff. Our condolences to anyone who lost anybody involved in that. Wow, that was horrible stuff, man. I mean, we're hearing all kinds of things. Obviously, the investigations are continuing, so we still don't know everything. There's still people. They're still trying to find, obviously, the probably deceased. I hate to say that, the people that are missing. There's been, a little concern about terrorism. Rumors about? No, you don't think so?
No, I think it was just an accident. I think
Negligence?
the boat just I think it's just the boat malfunctioned or whatever the problem would have been. I think it was just a unfortunate set of circumstances.
Okay.
I don't think it was really a conspiracy. The only thing that popped in my head was, are they trying to redirect somebody that's supposed to be coming through at some point for a campaign or like a visit to the nation, like a terrorist type thing? Or are they just trying to close down that, so now they have to go down a certain track, But outside of that, no, I think it was just an accident.
Okay.
I can't see anything too nefarious coming from it.
Okay. Well, I hope you're right. There are reports, again, some of this is just out there, folks. I'm not saying it proves anything. Again, the investigation is continuing, but there is some thing to do with a lot of cranes in our U.S. ports are from China. Also, some of the computers that they're using nowadays, some of those parts from China. Again, just one of those kind of things. I don't know if you saw anything about any of that stuff, and hopefully it'll come out. If there is anything
reaching
to it,
I think people are just reaching.
Yeah,
that's highly suspect to think. Oh, well, it came from China, so everything's going to turn into a transformer and just start attacking us or malfunctioning all at once. Well, I don't think so.
Okay, I mean, I hope not. It is very sad that Pete Navarro is in jail. He is one of the cool dudes who did work for the Trump administration. He came out with a video for everybody to check out at least 10 years ago now called Death by China, a book and a video. It was available on Netflix. I don't know if they still have it available or not. Interesting dude. I don't know if he got in trouble for not showing up to a congressional hearing or some court thing, and they're really coming down hard on Pete Navarro. But anyway, that's a sad state of affair there. I mean, go ahead.
Pete Buttigieg, our awesome transportation secretary,
well, there he is, another Pete.
The hell he is. He knows what the problem was. The bridge was built by racists.
Oh,
that's what he claims.
That's right. That's right. If we just rename all the roads and the bridges and everything,
they'll magically just fix themselves,
and all of our racial issues will just go away. And
not, people in his position are just shit up and don't actually facilitate money to infrastructure that needs updating.
This is true. This is probably something we can all agree upon. Both parties agree. Infrastructure is an important thing. Things will wear out. Things will break. Wow. I mean, this was really scary stuff. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
The video?
Yeah. It happened quick and.
Yeah, it was like it was going very straight, surreal. And all of a sudden it started to go this way, and then the lights went off, and then
it was almost like 9/11 happened. When you first see it happen, like when I saw the second plane hit live on TV, and it's just like, whoa, it just didn't seem like. There's no way it looks like that. You always think of a movie. It's always that movie-esque, and like a bridge is falling down. It's all kind of slow motion and cinematic. Now it happened pretty damn quick. It hit it and came down. So, I mean, maybe a blessing in disguise that this happened. Unfortunately, there were people that died on it, but you imagine if this was like middle of the day, a bad storm or something? I mean, it just, I understand a boat hit it, but to have the whole bridge just collapse and just like that, like there was no take from it. I mean, I'm sure there's more intelligent reasons why that shit happened. It's just, to me, it seemed very unreal watching it on that video.
Yeah, so that was really scary stuff. Scary stuff indeed. I mean, hopefully the investigation will, reveal anything more if there is more to reveal. I don't know. Now, Trump has had just everything thrown at him. As you say, he's sort of the Teflon Don, and, it kind of makes him stronger. It makes his support stronger. And even Frank Luntz had to admit this recently on CNN, and he gets all dramatic and everything, and it's kind of funny. But maybe a little win for Trump, huh? He's had the bond lowered now.
His bonds lowered. Whatever the 400 or 500 million it was.
Down to what, 150?
Down to 175.
175?
And then he's his Truth Social, it went live, or not live, but it went public. So that like immediately just doubled Trump's net worth. So and I know he can use a certain amount of that investment or his stock to like pull money back out of it if he had to. So he has money now. So right now he's on a good road not to have to pay the big judgment. And he's Teflon Don. I mean, that's really what's happened. Nothing's really sticking to him right now. The left's losing their shit. So we'll see. It's going to be a crazy next 6 months. So.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what else they try to throw at him, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So and then also the Stormy Daniels case that got pushed back a little bit into April now. It was supposed to be March 25th, but I think it's April 15th, perhaps.
Going back to his little wind here, or whatever his appeals or what's going on. So this judge, I haven't heard this much elsewhere, except for coming from what's his lawyer's name? That woman.
Oh boy, I'm sorry.
I can't think of her name.
Very attractive lady. Hopefully she's a smart lady.
She had said that everything that the previous judge had like kind of said you're not allowed to do business in New York.
Oh yeah,
Letitia
James. Yeah.
Yeah. So all these things that judge kind of wrote down on top of the fines or his judgment, whatnot, is on hold. So this new judge that's doing the appeals or whatever just put everything on hold until this is all sorted out. So they're not even talking about that. Like nothing that judge did is like kind of legit right now. Everything's put on hold. So
that's good.
He literally is walking away with just still a very ridiculous amount of money for his bond at 175. Well, what was it? Bernie Madoff. It was, I think, billions of dollars he swindled from people.
Yeah.
And his bond was like 50 million out of billions of dollars. So it's still, again, a very high attack on Trump. And you have a good example though, Bernie billions, and then Trump, hundreds of millions, and you guys are kind of screwing them over. I hope everyone's seeing this. A lot of left billionaires, I think, or at least more left-leaning types.
Or people doing business in New York as well.
Are definitely seeing all this. So
yeah. I think what's his name, Kevin O'Leary, on Shark Tank. He's kind of come to Trump's defense a little bit publicly. So that's kind of cool. Well, something that's not cool. I remember when this guy was getting big in the '90s. Maybe people have heard of him. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, maybe is his real name. I don't know. Maybe it's Predator Diddy. Wow. So now you're a little more hip. You're younger. Help me out a little bit now. So what is going on with P. Diddy or whatever we want to call him? He wants to call himself this week. Now he's got some harsh allegations.
I know nothing about this guy. I don't listen to his music. I couldn't tell you a song if it came on the radio. So I know nothing. I like the mystery around it. It is kind of intriguing. It's like watching like a mafia movie. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, so once this all happened, things are popping up on YouTube and whatnot, going down these rabbit holes, and one of them was a theory about him being involved in Tupac and Biggie dying. The squabble between what was his. So it was Death Row Records was Suge Knight, and then what the hell is the name of his company? I can't even remember.
Oh, sorry. Is it Gangsta in the title?
I can't remember. In any case,
but it was
we
a big
watched
thing in the '90s. Yeah, it was very sad.
So,
both these guys ended up dying.
So you kind of watch this. You watch this guy grow, and now he's sexual misconduct or sex trafficking. You know, kind of a Epstein stink to it. And the day he gets raided, 2 of his homes on separate sides of the country, which the feds.
I think it was 3 homes, actually.
Was it?
I think there was one in... well, anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, he was given plenty of time to do whatever he had to do to get rid of anything he had to get rid of. I mean, months, at least a couple months, you know, if not more. So he knew this was happening. And
so you think he was tipped off?
Well, not even tipped off, just kind of like in the whole process. I just think he knew it was happening. I mean, we heard this stuff in the media about his these allegations of him being a whatever predator, we'll just call it for now, months ago. So all of a sudden,
he lost a civil case, I think.
So he knew something was coming down the pipeline. And again, the guy's a billionaire. He's worth $1 billion. And he's not just like, you know, he's up in the upper echelon of power. He knows he has the money, he has the ability to see things and hear things, you know. So yeah, I think he knew it was happening, regardless if it was public or not. He knew he was about to get raided, or it was coming down the pipeline. Plenty of time for him to get rid of problems. And then his jet goes from LA to the Caribbean without him on it. Who's on that plane? What's on that plane? And, you know, after thinking about it, I'm like, if I ever commit a crime, I'll just go to the Caribbean. No, the island he went to, they will extradite.
Is it Antigua?
He will get extradited. Like, there's a good chance he's going to come back. So what's the point of running away to the island? But again, why weren't you on that plane? What was on that plane? Who was on that plane? I think that's the more intriguing part of it. That's what I want to know, is what was on the plane. And knowing that you're going to get possibly extradited from that island, why go in the first place? I'm assuming there's international waters between, you know, the edge of America and the Caribbean. So if you're going low and slow and pull a Boeing and your door happens to pop open, maybe some shit disappears that might get you in trouble. I don't know. I'm just saying. It seems like a good idea, you know, a movie-esque type thing. You know, this guy's kind of, like I said, it's like a mobster movie type guy.
Allegedly he was into a lot of video of himself and others.
Yeah, and then it's coincidental. I mean, I guess not coincidental. Again, I can't say when his first set of allegations and court shit happened, but Cat Williams had some big podcasts, and
we got to get him on the show.
Yeah, right. You know, really threw out some laundry out there, some dirty laundry. So it's just funny that something he says kind of lines up with maybe some things that were going on. So it doesn't look good. But again, once you get to that point where you got all this money, I mean, this man owned people. He owned people. He was a slave owner. He was. Look at the people that worked underneath him.
Yeah,
you know, so you're a billionaire. You're like the most powerful in your area, your zone. You know, I mean, you got what? Jay-Z, he runs a company. You got maybe a handful of other, but there's all these record producers, all these companies. You know, you're like one of the biggest. So when they come to you, they want to work with you because you're you. You're fucking P. Diddy. They're gonna make you a star.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So I think power gets to your head, and you think everyone wants you, and money, and I can make you tons of money. The guy's already got money. He don't need music to make money. He's an entrepreneur. Does all kinds of other shit. Maybe he's actually trying to fuck guys in the ass just to take that pride from him. I'm just saying, I don't know. Once money you get to, I mean, look at these rich people that were all, powerful people that were all kind of intertwined with Epstein and the allegations of them fucking kids. So again, once you reach that, you just get kind of weird.
Allegations. I want to emphasize that.
I'm just saying, you know, other guys, other people are talking about how weird and fucked up Hollywood is, and this type of music industry and Hollywood industry. Maybe there's some credence to it. I mean, maybe there's some truth.
Well, it's P. Diddy stuff. Now, this is multi-layered, and there's a lot of names that are also, you know, it's almost like a smaller Epstein thing, like you say, within the rap hip hop world. I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, a lot. And by the way, just before we get started, in America, which is great, United States of America, you're innocent till proven guilty. We just want to mention that as we go along here. And these are all allegations and things that are circulating at the moment and being investigated.
In America, as Americans, we love to speculate.
Oh, we do.
So I think he's got some photos and videos of fucking his guys in the ass, and that's what got offloaded on the plane.
All right, maybe. Well, yeah, it could be. Now, okay, so we got there's photos of him hanging out with Prince Harry, right? Okay. Yep. Long time ago, he was romantically linked, maybe 20 years ago, with J-Lo, maybe more than 20 years now. So there was allegations about her being involved in a shooting that happened in a New York nightclub or some nightclub on the East Coast.
Yeah, vaguely remember. Yeah, like you're saying, the allegations of her maybe possibly bringing in the gun, carrying it in or out or something of the sort.
Yeah, so there's some. You wonder if any of these people will be brought in to any court cases, if there are any future hearings or court cases, and also actor Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. I like him. I mean, he's a good actor. But boy, there's some accusations about him harassing one of P. Diddy's producers. So and almost acting like P. Diddy was, grooming this young producer to be involved with some of his celebrity friends. So a lot of accusations swirling around. Again, people are innocent till proven guilty, and so this is one I think it's probably just begun. We'll see, and who knows what other big names could be pulled in. I don't know if Ben Affleck's going to like J-Lo may have to show up in court there.
Oh, again, it's kind of like the Epstein thing. Just because you're around somebody doesn't mean you're
that's
around
true too.
somebody.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Yeah, anyway, I mean, let's hope that if he is guilty, the justice is served. But we'll see what happens. And you say that Antigua, they'll extradite you back to America. Yeah. Oh, so okay.
He'll come back.
So maybe he's got all of his ducks in a row. We'll see. All right, Daily Wire drama rama. Say it isn't so, Logan. What the heck's going on here, man? I mean, well, so Candace Owens, she's leaving Daily Wire now.
Supposedly she's fired.
What is wrong with these kids? Oh, so what do we know about this mess? Is this all because does this go back to, speaking of rappers, does this go back to Kanye and his whole thing because he did a whole rant?
No, this
happened. She sort of stuck up for him.
No, this happened just because of one Israel attack. Because Ben Shapiro is the biggest Jewish voice in America, and he has his opinion, and people are going to follow his opinion. He unknowingly said something to a group of people about Candace, and it made it out, and there was no apology or whatever the case may be. It's how it kind of started. They just don't agree with it. They don't agree on each other's policies. No one's wrong, no one's right. They just don't agree about how, again, Candace is more of an isolationist in that area for that, that problem over there, and Ben's obviously the opposite. He wants us to help because, he's a Jew. So I get both sides, but I think the guy who runs that, was it Jason or Jack, or whatever the hell his name is, I think he loves the drama. I think he likes the clicks that he gets from it because now it's out in the open. He's still getting clicks from her base because they want to see what he's saying about her and vice versa. So I think he loves this drama. I think it was purposely done out in the public spotlight just to gain this knee-jerk clickbait shit is what I think. I mean, I like what they do. I like Ben. I like
I like
the
her.
other guys they got. I like her too. So
yeah.
I think it's kind of dumb that they're gonna sit there and get rid of her. I mean, she would have been the only woman really on any of these media services. These little independent things. You get the Daily Wire. Steven Crowder has his thing, but no women on it. So I think they kind of fucked up. I mean, they had a good demographic. Oh no, Blaze has I can't think of her name.
Yeah, well, there's a few upstarts.
Yeah, so hopefully
we'll bring those gals up in future shows.
Nothing's gonna happen to her. She'll find another place that we happily be able to take her. I just think they created a lot of drama and they liked it, and it wasn't a good business move. Not good management. That's not a good management thing to do, to sit there and kind of shit on.
Well, I hate to see dissension with folks that we like and are somewhat like-minded on, you kind of think are on your team, so to speak. But, it's just like anything. I mean, you and I don't agree on everything. We talk about politics and politicians. I don't know if there's one that I agree with 100% on anything. I like Tulsi Gabbard a lot. She's way left of my politics. I like Rand Paul. He's probably the closest to my beliefs on most things, but I'm sure there's stuff there that I wouldn't agree with either with him. So dissension is a topic I'd like to kind of expand upon a little bit here. And I think obviously the events of October 7th of last year really kind of forced the issue on a lot of this stuff, and it really exposed, ladies and gentlemen, people out there, that there's a lot of anti-Semitism out there, and more specifically, there's a lot on the American left and globally in the world left. And a lot of that didn't, they'd be like, no, you're a right-winger who hates Jews, and you're with the KKK, and you're a Nazi, you're a neo-Nazi. And, of course, that's a whole nother rabbit hole, because the KKK used to be the terrorist arm of the Democrat Party. People want to go study those guys down in the South. And Nazis, well, that's National Socialist Party. Again, they were socialists. So I'm going to take this moment to expand this conversation because, one of the things that drives me nuts, one of the reasons that I'm here with you and that I feel so passionate about this and what we're trying to do here is because, folks, there's so many lies and distortions out there. So if we can help clear anything up, I hope we can. I don't know, maybe it's hopeless. I don't know. Maybe it's like a tsunami wave of all the lies and all the brainwashing, and we're not going to be able to do anything about it. But we'll give a good college try, huh? So the Nazi thing, okay, they were righties in the sense that they loved their country and they had this Third Reich thing and they wanted to take over the world. They thought they were the best, blah blah blah. But everything else was socialism, Marxism, which is lefty. And the other distinction with Nazis is that they took out in the 30s, as they were gaining political power in Germany, they took out other lefty groups and got themselves more popular. That's part of the reason that people, well, no, they really weren't the left. No, they were a left. They competed with some other leftist groups. But at the end of the day, they're all Marxists. They're all leftists. They all want to take your guns. They want a collusion between business and government. That's what they were all about. Sorry. They were socialists, So anyway, all this stuff it gets so crazy. But the dissension of right now, today, you look at the Democrat Party. Uncle Joe and what's her name, Kamala. They got to be a little nervous here. Because you have some strong Muslim, anti-Semitic folks in the state of Michigan. Not saying all Muslim folks are anti-Semitic, but in that state and the state of Minnesota, you've got some strong people there who there's some voting blocks there, and they're not real happy with Joe right now. And Joe's trying to, he's trying to balance everything out, make sure everybody gets along because it's election year here, and I need those votes. And he needs Michigan real bad. And remember, Trump won Michigan in 2016. I guess he lost it. I guess he lost it in 2020. But he won it in 2016, and Hillary didn't campaign much in Michigan. She just took it for granted. She was so arrogant, okay? Mm-hmm. And it hadn't been won by a Republican candidate since Reagan, I think, in '84. So Michigan's a battleground state. That's why you may see Gretchen Whitmer, their governoress, get pulled into this thing, but that's another topic for another show. Anyway, dissension, my friend, we see it so much now, and it's just an interesting topic. You see it with the Democrats. You got Democrats who don't want Joe to run. He's too old, he's too frail, he's going to seem too weak. We've got that in the Democrat Party. Then we go to the Republican Party. We've got these never-Trumper types, and the Nikki Haley types who are all against, former President Trump, and they don't want him to be the nominee, and they tried, they didn't get very far. Krispy Kreme and I know your favorite, Asa Hutchinson, and so we have dissension, and it's kind of sad because in a way, when parties do well or they sweep, every party needs that big tent. They really do. They really do need that big tent. So anyway, I wish everybody at the Daily Wire the best. Obviously Ben is, he's very pro-Israel. He's a Zionist Jew, you could say about him. I hope You know, I think that's accurate. I don't mean as an insult. I don't agree with it necessarily, but
Again,
it is what it is.
His beliefs has no bearing on mine, so I don't care. But don't push your shit on me, and I won't I'm not going to stop you doing what you're doing. So I just think it's petty.
Yeah, it seems petty.
It's kind of petty.
Yeah.
Again, a disagreement. I'm sure maybe internally they just couldn't get along. That's fine, fair enough. I don't think it should have, again, poured out into the public. I think it was done purposely, done I think it's tacky and petty. Yeah. I don't know.
And our little show here, again, you know, I can play humble pie sometimes, but a lot of times I like to toot our own horn. And, you know, we did a show about this shortly after October 7th, and we really try to cover things that you don't hear covered, folks. Again, there are some very Orthodox, very religious Jews here in the United States and other countries who don't believe that the Jewish people should be in the land of Judea called Israel right now. They don't believe that. They believe that not till Messiah comes, Mashiach comes, that the land should be returned to the people. Mm-hmm. So there's division within the religion of Judaism itself. A lot of people don't even know that. A lot of Christian conservatives don't know that. They think it's God's will to be behind Israel, you know, and it's a mess there. And then you and I, you know, we've pointed out other things out that a lot of other people don't say, like, well, has anybody got fired over there? I mean, you know, one of them.
No, he was still in
charge
with no, what do you want to call it? Any kind of anything to show for it. So what's going on?
Yeah,
I mean, again, I'm not talking shit. I have no horse in the race. I don't care. It is my opinion that how the hell do you still have a job if you suck at your job that bad? That's it. I'm not saying you shouldn't have it. I don't know the innards.
And Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli leader, he was having troubles before October 7th, internal troubles.
Well, wasn't he done, and then they let him back? He got reelected, or he was.
Well, yes, he came back, right? Yeah, exactly.
So, it's again, if we shouldn't be getting involved in these guys' conflict if they can't internally sort their own shit out. So.
And again, what drives me nuts personally, and maybe you, all the money that has gone to Israel over the years, all the money that's gone to, formerly used to be the PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization. We can't buy the peace. I mean, it's crazy. It's just it's sad and it's insane. And then you have these little kids that are born in, you know, they want to call it Palestine, the Gaza Strip, whatever, and in Israel, and there's these kids all get brainwashed. You know, well, these people over here hate you. No, you got to hate them. And then, you know, and then it just keeps going generation after generation.
Yeah, welcome to America, right? With blacks and whites.
I mean, I don't know. I like to think we're a little better than that. I mean,
it's a proven tactic.
Well.
Come on now, look what they're doing with kids in school now. If you're white, you're bad automatically. Making white people think they're white, and then black people, well, because you're black, you're special and you deserve more.
Now we're getting to CRT a little bit here. Yeah. Well, we got
in either case,
probably need a whole show on that one. But anyway, folks, no, we want peace in Gaza, peace in Israel. We want peace here at home, you know, and Ukraine, and like I said, across the board. We always will say that here. We'll give different opinions, but you know. So hopefully, back to the Daily Wire. Hopefully they'll get the stuff together. You know what I want to see with Candace Owens, though, just to close out on her. I really want her to think about, I don't know if she's from out east originally, I'm not sure, but she needs to look at a district in this country where she realistically could run and you know, move there and, you know, live there with all the legalities, and she should run for Congress, I think. That's I think her popularity and stuff like that. I think she'd have a good chance if she was in the right district, you know, to actually get in Congress. And you know, she's pretty young and she could have quite a career.
We'll see what happens to her.
Yeah,
hopefully good things.
Hopefully good things. I will say one more thing. Anybody wanted to go down that rabbit hole? Her friend Officer Tatum. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's a pretty popular fella. He had a good show about them and their problem. I thought he was pretty even-handed to both Ben and to Candace. So
well, it sucks to see this inner fighting between you know, our conservative group or their conservative, you know, whatever. You know, again, I'm fans of all of them. I don't like seeing that stuff, and to be honest, I kind of just like, well, I don't care about their drama. So I don't pay too much attention to it. I'm not like sorting out videos to go watch more drama. So I just hope I'll just start seeing her pop up on YouTube again on her own channel or whatever.
I think she will, right.
And same thing with Ben, when Ben comes out with his videos, right? Well, most of his stuff is just shorts from his videos, but, you know.
Sure, and he's got a syndicated radio show, which I do catch once in a while.
They just need to get their shit together.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And who knows? I mean, maybe Daily Wire, maybe they're getting a lot of their viewers take away to other places.
Well, there's a lot more. Like we were talking earlier, you got Blaze TV, you got
PBD.
PBD. Well, if he does, he has more or less his own little news outlet. You got obviously Daily Wire. You got Crowder's
Rogan.
Mug Club or whatever that is. Yeah, Rogan doesn't have an outlet though.
Okay.
You know, like all these other guys have created their own little media group.
Oh, okay.
And there's another one like Tenet or something. I can't recall, but they got a couple other groups of people out there on their whatnot. Anywho,
and so if I just caught the irony there, I may have agreed with Chucky Schumer on something. What? Wait, what? Yes, Senator Chuck Schumer, Democrat, New York. You know, I probably don't agree with the man on too many policies at all. It'd probably be, a very, very small list. But he's actually called for the ouster of Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli leader.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing
that. And again, sometimes things are very ironic. They really are. They really are sometimes. Well, speaking of ironic, or I don't know, this is kind of nutty too. Ronna McDaniel. Did you see this? This poor Ronna. My little Ronna. Dun, 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 dun. No? I mean, oh my! I mean, so what was it? It was like 6 months ago. There was one of the Republican debates, and Vivek calls her out, and he says, if you just want to come out here right now, I'll give you my time. If you just want to resign from the RNC right now, like, wow, she's probably back there. Allegedly, she was back in the back crying, and it's like, oh wow, man.
Well, she's lost every major race since she was
from
18 or 19.
Yeah, that's what she got in there.
She's lost every big thing. I mean, and for her running it, even like he said, well, why are you guys up here with you people? If you want a younger crowd to win, you stop being losers.
Yeah.
Get like Joe Rogan, get Candace
Owens, Elon Musk,
Elon Musk, get people. That everyone wants to see. They don't want to see you. I don't know who the fuck you people are. I don't watch the news. I don't know who you guys Fox commentators are. I don't give a shit.
And then he called out that Kristen gal from NBC, and that was great too. And she just smiles at him.
I'm glad she's done. But like we were getting to her going to NBC. Wow. So you can pay her and she'll just believe or say whatever you want her to say. That's pretty much what she's a puppet. She's a paid-for puppet.
I mean, that's what we've said. That's what we've said here, folks. These people are whores, basically. Okay, I don't know if they're having sex. Okay, because everybody hears that word, they think sex. These people are selling out. Okay, they're selling out truth. They're selling out any integrity they had, any character they had. They're selling out. And by the way, I said, if you want to pay me $10 million, maybe I'll sell out too. So, everybody's got their price, and I will bring it up till the day is as long as the day is. Matt Lauer at one point was getting $20 million a year. Just think about that. A year, $20 million. Who's worth $20 million? I mean, you got Secrets of the Universe, you got Cures for Cancer, and you got the best stock picks. I mean, how in the hell does anybody deserve that money? He just goes in there, gets all the, the pancake makeup on, puts the, thing on, reads from a teleprompter, and he's Matt Lauer, and I don't know what was it? The women for years that want to wake up every morning and watch Matt Lauer. I think it was the Today Show. I'm not even sure, and because he's cute. I mean, he's losing his hair, and oh my God, the thing with Tom Cruise was so great with him. I know. We brought it before. We'll stop. All right. So Matt Lauer, he's in purgatory for now. So we'll see. He'll make a comeback. You watch. But Ronna, poor Ronna. So she goes to MSNBC, NBC, and then Chuck Todd's going to be all self-righteous. Well, I think our bosses made a mistake here. I think they made a mistake here. Where's the gal with the big Adam's apple? Rachel, get in here, Rachel Maddow. We got to go talk to the bosses. We can't have this Ronna. Let's get rid of her.
In all honesty, I mean, he is right. I mean, fuck her. How you gonna sit there? She makes all these comments about how, well, Biden, he wasn't legitimate and blah 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 blah, and then right there in your face, you get to watch that video and you're like, oh no, yeah, he won it. Oh, okay. Well, there's that 300,000 or whatever her,
Yeah,
her
that was
supposed salary
going to be for the contract for the year, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess she only worked there for the one day, and then they canceled it. Maybe I'm not sure on that detail. That's hearsay. But
So I wonder if they'll have to buy out a contract, or she'll get a lawyer and she'll still get paid some of that, maybe.
Unfortunately, like typical kind of retirement from politics in D.C. You know, you usually go to New York for some kind of contributor type job on a news program, or you write a book. Well, she's not getting the news program part, so I guess it's to the book side.
Unless somebody else picks her up. I don't know. So, Ronna McDaniel.
Well, I honestly think because she even took the NBC thing and then had just the one interview on NBC, she will never. No one will touch her.
I hope you are right.
No one. Maybe the Young Turks.
I mean, they got a bunch of phonies over there. Obviously, there's Joe Scarborough's their big morning guy. He used to actually held office as a Republican once upon a time. Michael Steele, I think he was a part of the RNC at one point. And Milwaukee's own, Charlie Sykes, that geek. Yeah, he's on there too. So that's why I thought in a weird way, she kind of fits in. And all these kind of phonies, former Republicans, or
is she related to Romney?
Yes, she is Mitt Romney's niece.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I wonder how she got that job.
Yeah, so and her grandpa was Mitt Romney's Willard, his real name, by the way. It's the name of a rat, Willard. It's in a story, Michael Jackson's story. Anyway, so good luck to Ronna, my little Ronna. Anyway, April 8th. Oh boy, have you heard about this solar eclipse? I mean, that's what the regular media is saying. There's going to be a solar eclipse. You're going to see it through most of the country, the United States of America, and a lot of people are just freaking out, man. It's like going to be
the totality. You have to go to, and we'd have to go to like way southern Illinois or into Indiana to see it. I don't know if we're going to see even a partial from here.
And here is Detroit, Michigan, or a suburb of Detroit, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd like to throw people off a little bit here and there if we can, as we are in our bunker in Livonia. Anyway, but yeah, there's a bunch of people because it's going to go through several states that have a Nineveh, which is a biblical town, getting back to the old country here a little bit. And so they think it's a big prophecy thing. So I don't know. 3 days of darkness is what these kind of folks are. So where my mind goes is, so that sounds like a lot of, so we have a scientific thing, we've got a solar eclipse going to happen. You got a bunch of people want to believe there's prophetic things, prophecies, things there. But then we live in a world right now where our government's letting all kinds of people from all kinds of countries, not just Mexico, all kinds of people coming through the United States-Mexican border. And, what could go wrong? And, and then we just, we're having weird things happen. There's some terrorism recently in Russia, and we were hoping that this Baltimore Bridge thing is not terrorist related in any way, shape, or form. But, again, ongoing investigation. And so this is what I'm kind of worried about. Just worried about any event happening. So,
I don't think so.
I hope you're right.
But though,
smoke them if you got them, though.
Is Easter this weekend?
Yeah, that's coming up. Yeah, so that'll be before.
Yeah, I would imagine something more happening this weekend opposed to.
Okay, gotcha.
Because that's a Monday, isn't it?
Gotcha.
Yeah, unfortunately, I worked that day. We worked that day.
Yes.
I wanted to go. I would have drove down and tried to get close to it.
Yeah, you are kind of an astronomy kind of guy, aren't you?
Yeah, it would have been cool. Well, you're not going to see another one like this for like 75 years or something.
There you go.
I think, I could be wrong, I think it's like 50, 75. Amount of years, I don't expect to still be alive by the time the next one passes, so it'd be nice to see one. I think I saw one in like 98. I was in middle school, elementary school. I want to say I saw one. I remember they took us outside and we took a sheet of paper or a piece of cardboard with a hole in it, and then you got to just fake the thing, but you got to see the moon cross in front of it, so I remember that. I like to see it for not like that. Look at it. Don't look at the sun.
Yeah, careful.
Okay, whatever.
All right. And well, again, Logan, kind of more of an astronomer kind of guy. Jay, kind of more of an astrological kind of guy. So it's all the same thing, but but we're looking at it for different reasons, from a different viewpoint. Anyway, April 8th, folks, so, we'll see what happens, I guess. And that's about it. Next time we'll talk maybe about the Tate brothers getting arrested and Marco Rubio, VP. No, come on, knock it off. And then maybe we'll talk a little bit more about Nicole Shanahan, which we've already covered her, and I guess she's now officially RFK Jr.'s Veep. But we'll get a little of that dirt, like if she ever was involved with Elon Musk. So maybe we'll talk about that on some future shows. Anything else on your mind, Logue?
Nope.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the likes. Tell a friend. Thank you for joining us.